What's up, guys? Today I'm going to try something that has been really scaring me for a while, but something I really want to do. As you guys might know, we have started reconstruction on the LEGO city, but there's something I really want to add to it that I've not been able to. LEGO's Kwik-E-Mart is one of my favourite sets of all time. I absolutely love it, and the Simpsons builds, which is why I have my own. I have the Moe's mock and the Springfield Elementary School mock to complement my Krusty Burger, my Kwik-E-Mart, and my Simpsons house. But I can't add the Kwik-E-Mart to my city until I properly MILS-plate it, just like every other single thing has. So it's definitely something that I really have wanted to do for the last year, and to upgrade it, just like how you might have seen Brixie has done. But I wanted my own way to do it that wasn't as complicated. So today I'm going to be trying to MILS-plate my Kwik-E-Mart. Now, as a relative beginner to LEGO city building and MILS-plate building, this has been a really nervy thing for me to do. However, I want to finally bite the bullet and start some progress. I don't know how long this is going to take me. The honest truth is, the end of this video could be like 2 months after what I'm doing right now. However, I really want to give this a go because I've got a lot of parts that I think could go towards building this, and hopefully it all helps and makes sure I can. So I'm going to have to take this with me out of the LEGO room where we've got everything else and into my workshop where I can look at actually giving this the upgrade it deserves. You guys might remember about 2-3 weeks ago we received a package from one of you guys, which was really cool, and I think today we're going to use the base plates that we got in that package to do this. So we have 4 LEGO green base plates, which is what the Kwik-E-Mart takes. It takes 4 base plates, which is absolutely crazy to me. But that's what it takes. We're going to add the car park as well, hopefully, and add a bunch of exciting detail. But yeah, I hate to be using 4 base plates like this because we know how expensive they are, and I'm really happy that we got this. But I suppose this is what it's for. It's for expanding the city in exciting ways like this. And today that's what we're going to be using it to do. I'm not going to lie, that did kind of physically hurt me, having to unpackage all those 4 base plates. But it'll be for the greater good, because I'm sure this Kwik-E-Mart is going to look absolutely amazing. So I'm not sure fully how this process is going to work, but I think what I'm going to firstly do is have the 4 base plates, combine them and build like a sidewalk going all the way around, which is going to be like where the modulars will be. And I'm going to have that like 3 wide with tiles. So I think we're going to try and do that first and see how that goes. So this has taken quite a while, but this is kind of where we're at. First of all, we put bricks all the way down, and then we put plates over them, and then we've gone and put our tiles here. Now we've got a crossing from the road, LEGO road plates here for our like entrance. Now this is where I'm like a bit stuck. Well, to be fair, I've used a lot of tiles on this. I bought a lot of tiles for the roads. I think I might even need more to do this car park, which I'm a little bit nervous about, but hopefully it shouldn't be too bad. But yeah, so I like how this looks. It looks really cool. So what we're going to do is, this is what I'm a bit unsure. I'm going to have to put some like jumpers down for the Kwik-E-Mart to kind of go onto. And then I also need to build up the car park. So that is an important thing. You can kind of see I've made sure to keep the curb here, but it's not going all the way down because there's not going to be anything here to like walk down onto. So I didn't really want that there too much. But I just wanted it here for like the car park because I thought that would look a little bit better than the otherwise. But we also need to put like a whole layer of tiles down here because the car park needs to be slightly smaller than these roads. So I've got all of these tiles out over here that I've got that I'm probably going to end up using my whole collection of tiles that I've collected through all the years just to be able to do this. However, I love the Kwik-E-Mart, I love the Simpsons, so if any build, destroys my whole collection, I probably do want it to be this, to be fair. But yeah, I mean, this is not sturdy right now as it stands. So for full disclosure, I was up until 2 a.m. yesterday building this. It took absolutely ages, but I've got a really unique design, I think, heavily inspired by the one Brixie did. I actually had that up while I was building, so big credits to Brixie. As always, I know probably everyone is inspired by him in a big way. But I did this, I think I've only ever seen him do it, and I kind of copied it, but kind of versus did my own thing. So this is what we've got. Here is our Kwik-E-Mart. We do need new stickers, but it looks so good. I can't believe how big 4 base plates is. So as you guys saw through the whole process, we put this layer of bricks going around for the sidewalk. It took absolutely ages. Now, what took me so long was that I put one layer of tiles down through the whole thing, and then I realized I needed the second layer of tiles. So I went through and added the second layer of tiles to the car park, did all that, looked great. And then I kind of realized I didn't have anything for the backs. I don't have a lot of grey brick. So I went and tied all this round as well. So I had to put, you can kind of see I've got 2 layers of tiles on each of the bits. And underneath here, I just put loads of random bricks that I had spare underneath the Kwik-E-Mart, which I will show you guys in a minute, just to kind of help strengthen it up and give that a secure base. But it looks so good. I'm going to take this over to the Lego room and start decorating it really soon. But I just love how it's all come together. I think this looks incredible. For so long, it's been my dream to have the Kwik-E-Mart like this. And I'm so happy I did. I even had these white car park lines that I didn't even think I was going to be able to have. But I did have them, and I'm really happy that I did, because I think they look so good. And yeah, I really want to add some character to this. I think it's going to look incredible with everything else as well in the Simpsons line. And I can't wait to do this with more of my sets. So I know this probably isn't the optimal way to do it, but here's what I've done. I've got some tiles just to strengthen things up, dotted around everywhere, and then I have some smooths and some jumpers just to kind of help strengthen that build and make sure it's like goes on strong and you can take it off and off, well, on and off really easily. Like I said, I'm not a pro at this. This is the first time I've ever done something like this. Like, it was the first time I've kind of just built freely in a way. It was really weird to do. Um, but I definitely want to do it more. It was so parts intensive, is what I would say. I bought 600 of these light darkish grey tiles for the road plates to MILS them. And I used them for this, and honestly, I've almost got through the whole pack. I can't believe how many I've used. I don't even want to know. I mean, I'm sure you could probably count these up, but I just don't want to because it's a scary amount. But yeah, this is kind of the what we're looking at. And yes, it could definitely be more secure, better, better done. But I'm like I say on the channel, I'm trying to be really budget friendly, and I think this will work. Now, what I will probably try right now is having this without the Kwik-E-Mart on, seeing if I can pick this up okay. Because the MILS plating is meant to be strong, which is something that I maybe don't have fully right now, especially with the Kwik-E-Mart on. But I'm gonna test it and see if you can pick it up. So here's kind of the situation. Like, you can see I can pick it up with one hand. It's not the most secure at all. With 2 hands, it picks up perfectly fine. So I think it's probably better when I transport this to go separately, take this with me, and then take the Kwik-E-Mart. Because when the Kwik-E-Mart's on, obviously that's a lot more weight on this, which is it's 4 base plates, and it's going to be really difficult to actually carry this around. But holding it with 2 hands, it looks perfectly fine. I just can't believe how big 4 base plates is. Like, I know it's a really easy concept to grasp, but actually seeing it in person, this just looks absolutely massive. But I'm going to take this to the Lego room now, so we're going to do that. So we've made the journey and we've now transported it into the Lego room. We can see it kind of next to the Springfield Elementary School, the Krusty Burger. We have got a Moe's over there. But this just looks so much better when it's been modularized. Now, we do have the main city over here. I'm not so sure, so I'll tell you my rough plan. Eventually, I want to have all this city going on, be its own thing. I'd love to have like a residential area where we focus more on stuff like The Simpsons, where we have things like the Simpsons house over here, the school, the Krusty Burger, the Kwik-E-Mart, almost like a little Springfield area, because these things aren't stuff you'd find in a city, I wouldn't think. However, they are more in like a residential place, like Springfield is a little bit, but you wouldn't think they'd be in the main city. However, what that is probably a long time away, so they might be incorporated for the time being, and then eventually, work its way out. But that's just kind of what we're working with right now. But I think this looks so good. What I want to do now is maybe decorate it with a few vehicles, a few minifigures, and see what it looks like. Okay, we've added a bit of a scene. I definitely need to clean these cars. They look absolutely filthy, but that is something I can do in due time. But we'll have a little look. I've tried to use all the minifigures included in the original set. I'm not sure that's the right bar. And we've also obviously used the Simpsons car. But yeah, we've got Chief Wiggum and Snape kind of having a shoot off, kind of, but not so much. Apu's come out because Snape's obviously stole something from the store. Marge is walking in and Homer's parking the car up. And we've got Bart on his skateboard just going around. I think it does look quite cool. We obviously have a bunch of minifigures we can decorate it with. Pretty much every single one, I think. I know a lot of people use the original Apu. I don't think I have the original Apu. It's one of the only ones I don't have, I think. But I do kind of like the one that they provide in this set anyway. So I'm not so bothered about getting the original, but it would be cool to complete the set. But yeah, I think this looks so good. And like we can even just have these cars here. And again, look at that, car parking space. I'm really interested to know, because I want to start planning what I'm going to do with the Krusty Burger to properly mills that. But I'm not entirely sure because I don't want to have it on a base plate this big because the set just isn't as big. There's no need to have it that big. But I definitely need to plan out what to do because I know, we've talked about Brixie and how he's done this one. He's converted his Krusty Burger to be incorporated in this Kwik-E-Mart build and have it like here, I think, where the car park kind of connects. I don't want to do that. I want it to be its own thing. I want it to be its own drive-through. I've got a few ideas. I just need to properly think about them before I actually commit to anything. But yeah, I really like having all this here. I think it's really cool. We obviously have all the Krusty Burger minifigures as well. So it's definitely something I want to add. I don't know if I'm going to have this shoot off stay. Maybe I will have Snape stay, but I'd love to have Chief Wiggum and Lou over here be together and, have their own thing going on because they're both really cool minifigures and they fit well together. They normally go back together in the show anyway. And I also need to get some new stickers for this because they are definitely falling apart. I did give this a big clean before this video, which it makes it look a lot better, but I just need to do it with everything else as well because it is looking messy and things get messy very, very quickly, especially when this was on my shelf in my bedroom for about 5 years, which is why it's so messy and the stickers are kind of run down now. But yeah, I think this looks so good. Like, I really want to incorporate it into the city properly, but right now, having it here just looks so, so good. I'm really, really curious to hear what you guys think of the design. I personally really like it. I'm happy with it, but if there's any changes you think I should make, please let me know, or any ideas for scenes I can put in. Eventually, I think I will probably take out Homer, Marge, and Bart and separate them further. I definitely want Apu there, and I just don't know, because obviously I've got a lot of minifigures from The Simpsons, and it's just about where to put them, where they look best, even if it's not an actual Simpsons build. But I definitely want to try and keep them with the Simpsons builds. But yeah, I've got quite a few, and I will keep collecting any new stuff that comes out as well. And hopefully, I've got some more mocks coming soon. I don't want to speak too much about that because it's not definite, but I am really hoping that I've got some new exciting stuff coming. Hopefully sooner rather than later, but we're definitely gonna have to see. But yeah, there is today's final build. I really hope you guys love it just as much as I do. And thank you guys so much for watching. I've been Ballistic Bricks and I'll see you later. Bye!